Hello, I'm Halichki. Welcome back to the channel. Today we are diving deep into Reddit mayhem, so let's go ahead and dive in. Am I the toe fungus for not wanting to go to an amusement park with my friend because she is plus size? Already the title is not doing them any favors. Hi, I am probably going to get hate based on the title alone, but read the whole post, please. I am 21 female and have a childhood friend, 22 female. We live near a big amusement park in our state, and every summer since we were kids, we have gone to it together pretty often. Ever since we were teens, she's been curvy / plus size, and that's fine by me. But recently, she's put on a lot more weight. Again, I don't care about all this, means nothing to me. Okay, if it means nothing to you, then why are you posting it on Reddit? But we shall continue. However, it's created an issue with going on rides and attractions at the amusement park. We haven't been to the park in around a year. Our first time back was last week. When we were there, I discovered that most of the rides we used to love going on, she can no longer fit on them. Others she can technically fit, but doesn't want to ride them because the seatbelts feel too uncomfortable. There are very few rides left that she can go on without an issue. Also, we went on a ride recently where two people share a bench type of seat. It was extremely uncomfortable because there wasn't much room for me and I felt like I was being crushed most of the ride. It honestly felt unsafe. There's also been an issue with her eating my food while we are there. Like, for example, I will buy some popcorn or something at the amusement park. She will buy her own stuff, then she asks to try mine. Usually she will eat it all if I don't stop her. She cannot blame her friend for wanting to try food. When I go to the amusement park with my friends or my husband, we're all digging at each other's food. Like, it's exciting and it's also expensive, so why not share and almost kind of like mukbang together at the amusement park? But I do understand some people have boundaries. I may get hate for this part, but she sometimes gets dirty looks or pointed at when we are there together. Oh, that is so sad because people are judgmental. This makes me sad for her and just uncomfortable overall. She's been asking if I want to go to the amusement park this weekend, and I really don't see the point because we won't be able to go on most of the rides. I feel terrible though, and don't know how to say I don't want to go. Should I suggest some other activity? I feel like she will get suspicious because I love amusement parks and usually always wanted to go during the past summers. I'm not entirely sure why she wants to go there so badly if most of the attractions do not work for her anymore. Am I the toe fungus? I feel like this is such a hard one, such a touchy subject, especially when it's just like two best friends and things just aren't working just because the other friend is plus size. I don't feel like OP is necessarily the a-hole in this situation. The amusement park might just not be the venue for them anymore. I feel like talking about weight in general is just such a touchy subject. It's super sensitive. Like, you don't want to go to your friend and be like, hey, you don't fit on the ride, so let's just like not go. I mean, it's also like good to like be blunt and kind of just like say why you're not going. If I was in this situation, I would sugarcoat it and just, this is a hard one. I have no idea, but let's go to the update and see what happened. Okay, so she put disclaimers and the update, so I will go ahead and read the disclaimer. Some people believe my story is fake. It is not, and I'm sorry if it comes across that way. I have gotten some really helpful responses, so thank you. I've also gotten some insane replies, some that shame my friend and others that shame me. I know it has been posted on other subreddits where people claim I'm a fat phobic and trying to incite hatred. I in no way hate fat people. In the comments, I quickly responded to rude comments about my friend and let them know that this was unacceptable. Also, the reason I use the term plus size is because I was taught that fat is an offensive term and have now been told otherwise. My apology. Also, someone claims that my story is fake because 3 weeks ago I made another story and claimed to be 17 years old. I have not done such a thing. That is a blatant lie. The story I wrote about being 17 female is a story about the week I graduated high school. I was in fact 17 female at the time and referring to myself in the past tense. Nowhere does that story claim that I'm 17 female right now. Thank you so much for clarifying that. All right, now into the update. And I'm so nervous for this because I have no idea of how I would approach this situation. I'm like scared, but let's go for it. I chose to talk to my friend yesterday as today was the day she wanted to go to the theme park. I did not bring up anything about weight, but simply said that I was wondering if she felt like we got our money's worth last time we went. She stated that it would have been nice to get on more rides, but that she doesn't want to go on any rides with an over-the-chest restraint, which is what they have on most of the rides at our park because they're uncomfortable and do not close. I told her I totally understood this, but that this really limits what we can do while at the theme park, and that tickets are pretty expensive, especially as we are college students. She said she sees my point and said that she is trying to save money too, so we decided that instead of going to the theme park so often, we used to go maybe 3 times a month. We are just going to go back in August when they will be having a live music performance and fireworks show at the park. I directly asked her if she would be offended if I went to the park with other friends. She said no, and that makes sense for the time being since it isn't the easiest activity for her right now. I love the way the OP went about this and just didn't talk about the weight and just kind of focus on other things. Because yeah, like if she's only riding 2 or 3 rides and the friend is either like just waiting for her to ride rides or is coming with her only on those 2 or 3 rides, like in my opinion, that is a waste of time and a waste of money. She also commented on how she's gotten to the habit of going with me every summer and wasn't fully considering if this was actually worthwhile because she was so used to do it. It is really hard to like break traditions, especially with friends. It's like you just want to keep living in the nostalgia of things. I told her that there are other theme parks I heard of that seem a lot more accommodating and that maybe if she wants to do a road trip one day, we could try another park. We made other plans for tonight. We are gonna go see a fun movie, that's all. We are still close friends. She isn't mad and no, she doesn't think I'm fat phobic for suggesting another activity, unlike some Redditors here, lol. Okay, I really like that. I did not look in the comments. Let's go ahead and look at the comments, see what everyone else is saying. I love the mutual respect and communication between friends. Huzzah. I do love that. It sounds like a really productive conversation where she felt comfortable discussing this with you. She knows what's up and you are respectful about your approach. It is a thing, it's restrictive, it sucks, but you're going to do other cool stuff, which is the important part. Excellently done, and I hope you guys have fun on your road trip. She went a beautiful way about that with her friend and didn't ruin her friendship. Am I the turd hole for not congratulating my brother and his partner on their marriage? I, 33 female, and the youngest of 4, 2 older brothers, C and R, and an older sister. To make an incredibly long story short, they, mainly sister and R, treated me pretty horrifically growing up. My sister especially. I feel like sisters, if you're like around the same age, you can either be the closest or the most evilest, and it really just depends. Despite this, as an adult, I have tried many times and failed each time at having a relationship with each of them. So now, for the past few years, after spending years of trying, I've chosen to stop and just don't engage with any of them unless I have to. Thankfully, I live in a completely different county to them all, so contact is extremely limited. That's so sad. I have siblings and I do feel like I'm fairly close with them, and to grow up, you know, like 4 siblings and you're just like not close to them, it's just so sad because you just don't, it's a very different type of experience and relationship and love that you have with your siblings. And so I feel so sorry for OP right now. I got married nearly 3 years ago. We eloped. Yes, snaps for eloping. You don't need to spend money on a wedding. Weddings are so expensive. And we had a baby last year. Oh, congratulations. C and sister gave wedding gifts after marriage. I think they sent cards after baby's birth and also sent Christmas gifts. Okay, so they're nice. They're not completely excluding you or not showing up to these events that are happening. R and his partner did none of this. Ooh, okay. No card, nothing. Okay. No card after marriage or baby, and no gift. Okay, R sounds a little A little petty. I don't know why. Your brother R does not seem to like you. My baby turns 1 in a few days and nothing has come in the post for her. R did text me over 2 years ago to say a wedding gift was in the works, but it never appeared, whatever it was. Interesting. He could, this is just from personal experience, he could have ADHD because sometimes you just start doing things and then you get sidetracked and then all of a sudden it's 4 years and you're like, that is still in the garage. Okay, but let's keep reading. I nearly finished work yesterday, just looking at train times back home, and I got a text from my mother to say R and his long-term partner got married. They did a registry of his marriage in the Netherlands where they live. I was a bit shocked as they've been together for a decade at least, and I just thought marriage wasn't something R at the very least had an interest in. I texted my husband the news and that was it. I just went about the rest of my day. Hours later, I get another text from her asking if I got her text and got a text from my father saying the same news around the same time. That sentence was awful. This is very typical of them, and it honestly just pissed me off. So I text her back, yes, I got your text, and I honestly don't really care about the news. What do you expect me to do? F daughter hasn't received a single thing from either of them, no card or gift of any kind in a year. I never got so much as a card after I got married. M has never once texted me congratulating us on F's birth or on our marriage, so why do I need to do the same for them? I hope this much effort is put into reminding them of these events. She responded saying I was being stupid and selfish and a text costs nothing. I agree. Pity the same was never said to them. I've been in therapy for the past year and very much hold the belief to put in as much effort to someone as they give me. I 100% agree. You do not need to be giving anyone more than what they give you. Since they give me no effort, they get none in return. But Reddit, am I the poopy pants for not giving a crap about their marriage? 100% no. I don't think you're a poopy pants. I don't think you're in the wrong at all. I don't know what your siblings did to you. I don't know. I feel so sorry for OP, but it sounds like your life is going, amazing. You're married, you have a baby, you're living your life. And you can honestly just ignore your siblings who don't give a crap about you. And that's that. Family is super hard to work with in any capacity. So, you're just doing your best and you're going to get through your life and it'll all be okay. Let's look at the comments. It's crazy how similar your story is to mine. It is honestly mind-blowing. Haha. Same age, same amount of siblings. I also got married, but 1.5 years ago and also live in another country. And my family in the Netherlands and also one of my siblings said they would send something after marriage and never did. That made me pretty upset. I totally get you. And especially after your daughter's birth, that's even more important, in my opinion, than sending something after marriage. But you're not the a-hole. But I also understand why you feel like that. I would feel the same, but I would also totally do the same as you and not send anything to match the energy. I totally agree. Just match the siblings' energy. If they send something one year, then you send something. If they don't send something the next year, then you don't send something. It's just kind of balancing the give and take between your siblings. This person said, just focus on your wife and baby. Don't let your parents guilt trip you. And OP said, I don't have a wife, but I am a wife. Appreciate the sentiment. Oh my goodness. I love Reddit. It's so silly. Am I toenail shavings for telling my boyfriend I'm not a cheater? My boyfriend, 24 male, and I, a 23 female, have been dating for 5 months. We just made things official recently. The other day, we were revisiting a conversation about deal breakers. Cheating was at the top of both our lists, as it should be. When we got into the whys of each deal breaker, he said that he loves me and wouldn't want to do anything that could hurt me for the cheating one. My response was, I'm not a cheater. It goes against my ethics. For context, I've been cheated on before. I even took an ex back after he begged for another chance. Girl. Tisk tisk. But you do you. But no second chances around here. Which ended up being one of the biggest mistakes I've ever made because he kept up with the infidelity. Oh my God. Do not give them second chances. No. Once a person cheats, they will be a cheater for the rest of their life, no matter what. 100%. I'm not a person who seeks revenge, so I wouldn't cheat to get back at a partner either. I have never really understood that. Like to cheat when your partner cheats to get back at them, like you're just letting someone ruin your beautiful temple to tell someone that you did. Like just lie and say you did. I mean, don't actually do it if that's what you want to do, but don't let someone in your Garden of Eden. Don't, ugh, gross. People are gross. Protect yourself. Anyway, I'll get off my rant. To me, a relationship automatically ends the moment my partner has made the decision to cheat. After I explained my reasoning, my boyfriend looked surprised and said, "That's it." I asked, "Yes? Wasn't that a good enough answer?" He replied, "I mean, yes, but you didn't mention anything about me." I said, "I obviously love you, but if I were dating someone else instead of you, my answer would be the same. When I choose to be with someone consciously, I don't wander. I'm simply not a cheater." He responded with "all right" and started sulking. So I feel like right there, maybe he just wanted her to say that she loved him so much that she wouldn't cheat, and he's just being like kind of dramatic. I get the feeling he was expecting me to talk in detail about how much I love him specifically and how that's why I wouldn't cheat on him. Since this incident, he's been a bit distant. What a little baby. Okay. I don't think my answer was wrong. To me, not cheating is a matter of personal values and character, not just feelings. I do agree with that. If anything, I'd rather be with someone who doesn't cheat because it's against their principles than someone who only stays faithful because they're currently in love. I totally understand that reasoning, because when you're in a relationship, especially let's say 15, 20, 30 years, sometimes you're not always in love with your partner. And everyone like has like their different views on like what a relationship is, but like sometimes you like may just have like a falling out and you just kind of like don't like your partner for a little bit, and like just because maybe you don't like them doesn't mean you won't respect them in your relationship. So I totally understand what she's saying, and I think her boyfriend is being a little bitch. Okay, let's go to the comments. Not the booty hole, and I agree with you. He doesn't cheat because he loves you, but what would happen if that changes? Would he cheat then? If you're morally against it, that shouldn't change. Love can. Exactly. I totally agree with you. Not the booty hole, but I think what he was looking for is some acknowledgement that you cheating would hurt him. That's why he was weird about your answer, because it might have come off to him as, I don't care what effect cheating would have on you. I care about how it would make me feel dirty. Okay. Not the a-hole, but your boyfriend is really immature. Your point is very valid. He is saying he wouldn't cheat because of his current feelings for you. Feelings change, values don't. I totally agree. Your boyfriend's just being kind of a baby. Oh, look, someone also said he's being a baby. I agree. I mean, what? You're a grown man, you're sulking? Get out of here. All right, let's go to the next one. Someone at work stole my chair, so I had them arrested. Like, come on. How can you not just want to stop everything you're doing and read this? Okay. I just got there's no just. I keep saying just. I got a new job in sales working for a company that sells access control systems, CCTV systems, etc. Okay, like I know what that is. The chair in my cubicle was uncomfortable AF. So one day, 3. What? I have no idea what this sentence is saying. So day 3, I brought in my own. Listen, I don't even know. Maybe on day 3. So on day 3, I brought in my own Herman Miller. Oh God, I don't know how to say that. Aeron chair. On day 4, it was missing. I looked around and another sales rep was sitting in it. I asked for it back, but he basically told me to F off. That guy, who is he? Honestly, I feel like it makes sense. Like I feel like salespeople are like devils, and he just like watches you bring it in. the beautiful, comfy chair. And he's like, I'm going to get that once you leave. And he's just sitting in it. He's like, get out of here, F off, it's mine. To have that kind of confidence is crazy. I went and spoke to the owner of the company. He told me that the chairs aren't reserved. What are you talking about? You brought in your own chair. That's your chair. No one else can take it. They are first come, first serve. I explained that I own the chair and it cost me $1,800. What in the heck? Okay. He told me that I need to come in earlier if I want that chair. That is the craziest. I'm like, if that's yours, no one else should touch it. I mean, if it was me, I would do something very petty and like chain it to the floor or something. Because no one's about to use my stuff. The next day, the same guy was sitting in it when I got to the office. I told him to give it back or I was going to call the cops. He refused, so I called the cops. It was quite the scene, but in the end, he admitted that he took my $1,800 chair. I was prepared. I had the receipt, which showed the serial number. Yes, Aaron, I don't know if I'm saying this right. These chairs have serial numbers. They asked me if I wanted to press charges. My new boss said I would be terminated if I had him arrested. So I said, absolutely, I want to press charges. 100%. Don't work somewhere where freaking people are just idiots. My goodness, that boss is an idiot. My new boss fired me on the spot, so I carried my chair out with me as I was leaving. And yes, the cops arrested the dude who took my chair. He admitted to it. I honestly love that. That's probably OP's like one of his most amazing, best days of his life. To get someone arrested, be like, F you, boss, I'm leaving, and take your chair. Like, I commend you. That's amazing. The dude who took my chair has been in the industry for about 15 years, but he's going to lose his security license, which means he won't be able to work in the industry. He's going to lose his job. I don't give a shit. He shouldn't have stolen my chair. Am I the asshole for making this dude lose his job? I mean, to me, no, but I am also a very petty person. I will admit it. I don't think you did anything wrong. That guy deserved it. He should have taken your chair. That's yours. And your boss should have been more understanding and handled the situation without having to get the cops involved. All right, let's look at these comments. I bet they're amazing. Your fictional tale is so cute. Cops arriving. Oh, people don't believe this story is real. I don't even care if it's not real. It's a great story. He told me that I need to come in earlier if I want that chair. You need to come in earlier to be able to use your own chair. Exactly. That boss needs to get fired. We are going to read one last Reddit story. I could probably read these all night. It is just like such a fun thing to do at nighttime. I don't know what it is. Also, my camera died while we were filming, and I just saw how tiny I am. Like, I'm so low. So sorry. You get a little version of me in this video because I did not check like I usually do. But anyway, let's get into this one because this one sounds very juicy. Am I the butthole for telling my brother his new girlfriend is way too young for him? I love sibling drama. It can get crazy and messy, and I love it. So my brother is 32 male, and he's been dating this girl for about 3 months. She's 19 female. Okay, you got a 13-year age gap. Okay, that's fine. Okay, let's keep reading. I'm 28 female. I know 32 and 19 is a big age gap, but it's more than that. Yeah, 19, I mean, you're what, barely out of high school? You just graduated high school and you're with some 30-year-old freaking turd. She seems like a really sweet kid, and I don't think she's a bad person or anything, but she has literally zero life experience as every other 19-year-old. She's still figuring out on what she wants to do with her life. She's never lived alone. She's never had a serious job. My brother, on the other hand, is really settled. He has a great career, owns his own home, and is talking about marriage and kids like it's already a given. He's talking about marriage and kids with a 19-year-old. Honey, run. what the heck? He needs to find someone who is also at that stage of life. And you know, do you, but also have some morals. Maybe don't date a child, because when I think of a 19-year-old, I think of a baby, 100%, because they are. I brought it up to him because I was worried about him and also worried about her. I told him I thought she was way too young and inexperienced to be thinking about marriage and kids with him. Duh, she's a baby herself. What in the world? Like, this guy is a creep. He's like, let me just get some young, you know, and have a baby and marry her? Like, what are you talking about? And that he was going to end up hurting her or vice versa. He got really defensive, as every man who knows that they are dating a child would. Of course he's going to get defensive. He's doing something so weird. If you can't tell, I hate when people don't date within their age range. It is just weird. I don't like it. And that I was being judgmental. She can be judgmental. You're dating a child. He said he's happy and that's all that matters. Now he's barely talking to me. I honestly thought I was looking out for both of them, but maybe I overstepped. Am I the booty hole? OP is not the booty hole. Like, obviously, like, she is trying to, like, be a helping hand, being like, hey, this could end up really bad for both of you. Like, she's just kind of like looking out for them, and like that's a good sibling. Like, your sister is amazing. And obviously, like in all of history, when someone goes and tells you, hey, your relationship is a bad idea, obviously, like, the brother's gonna get defensive. Anyone would get defensive. No one's gonna be like, yeah, I made a mistake and I'll end it. Nobody will do that. That guy is not gonna do that. A lot of people will say, yes, she's 18, she's over 18, she's 19, she's legally adult. Yes, she is legally an adult, but 19 and 32, you're not compatible. You're in two different stages of life. Your minds are completely different. And the fact that he's also talking about having marriage and kids with this 19-year-old girl, that is something to be concerned about. And like, the brother can totally be annoyed at his sister. What siblings aren't annoyed with each other? But she's looking out for him. So yeah, let's go back to what she is asking. Did she overstep? No. Like, you're looking out for a 19-year-old girl and your brother making like a really bad decision. So no, not that asshole. And in a few months or in a few years, we will 100% find out what happens. That is the end of today's episode. Thank you so much for sticking around and reading these amazing, funny, crazy, hilarious Reddit stories with me. I love all the drama, and I am certain you do too, because who wouldn't? Be on the lookout for new upcoming videos, because those are coming very, very soon. And yeah, I had a great time, and I hope you had a great time. And give a little heart and a little subscribe, and yeah, I will see you guys in the next one. I hope you have a wonderful day. Bye, and good night, and good morning, and good afternoon. Okay, bye.